Welcome back to my channel, everybody. We just dropped the plow off at home. Went and picked up some iron for the farm. If you didn't see that video, jump over and check it out. We are back on the road. I gotta go check beaver traps and see if we got any beaver. Get those checked, and then I could go back home and work on the shop project. Put on the miles, put in the time, and get it done. That's how we make a buck. Okay, let's walk down here. You can see we got a bunch of this floating mat that all these pieces keep coming through in the current and getting in here. County will probably have to come back with the backhoe and dip those out. There's a bunch of that stuff even out in the back there. Nothing in this trap. We'll get this trap out of here and grab the other one and head off to the next stop. On to the next stop, guys. Let's go see if we got anything in the other spot. Okay, we're at our second stop. Let's grab our rake. We'll see if we got anything, shall we? That trap over here. No score in that trap. Oh, look here. See what we got in the water there? There's a beaver tail floating. That is a dead beaver right there. So I am filming on my phone today. I didn't bring my GoPro with me. So you're going to have to bear with me a little bit. I'm going to try to show you how to do this, but we can get more in detail. The next time I do it, I'll bring a GoPro. Where are my trap setters? Here we are. Concrete tools in the back here for pouring concrete this week. So these are trap setters. Basically it's the same principle as a pliers. Put it on either side of the spring, compress it, put the safety on. I don't have any way to hold the phone and do that, so I'm going to come back with you here in a second and show you what we got going on. That's a big old beaver right there. Now the way these work is you put one side of the jaw on there, one side over here, and compress these. Okay, so you can see the spring right here. This is your safety. That keeps that spring from popping back open again. You can see the other spring over here. That one's in the open position. That's what closes. That's what closes that conibear, and it'll dispatch the animal in it immediately. Okay, guys, that is the last stop here. We did get a beaver out of here. If you remember, I pulled the plug on this culvert. That has not been plugged back up again. So I think we'll be okay. I think we got them, but we're gonna go one more check. I always go make sure I go at least one check without catching anything. That way I can be pretty confident that I got them all. Now if we get a bunch of rain, things like that, beaver will move back in. Anytime there's high water, beaver move around. So hopefully we're done with high water here for a while. I got too many other things to do to be chasing beaver around all over the place. I got a couple more spots to go set in the morning, and we'll see how those turn out. Those are to the north of the farm. These are to the south and the west. These two that we were doing today. So we got one beaver in the truck. That basically covers my fuel for the day, and it doesn't really put any money in my pocket, but that's just part of it. You got to take the good with the bad. If I can cover my expenses, that's kind of a big deal to me. For those of you guys that farm, you know that if you can cover your expenses for the day, that's a relief in itself. Not every day you're going to make a bunch of money. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to get out a few more traps and catch a few at a time, and we'll see how it goes. The hides on these things aren't worth anything this time of the year. They're not. The felt market's not even good anymore, so that's a lot to do with our foreign relations, but I can't do anything about that. I can only go out and trap the beaver. We'll see if it's got castor glands in it. We'll pull the castor glands out if they're of any size. Castor's valuable right now. This fall, when we get into trapping some stuff this fall and actually doing the whole process, then we'll go through all of that stuff on a beaver and a few different animals. So if you guys like these videos, throw me a thumbs up. I gotta get home working on that shop project. If you haven't taken the time to subscribe, please do so. The subscriber thing is a huge deal on YouTube. We're growing, we're getting there, slow but sure. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you throw these things out on social media for me, I'd much appreciate it. These things you should be able to share these out without any problem. You know, throw them in your playlists, any of that stuff. I gotta get home, get to work on something else. I do appreciate it, guys. We'll see you again next time.